a brief rundown of the entire budget cycle from the stage where it begins to the very last stage. You will notice that in the pre-test questionnaire that was given to you, there was someone you were asked to, they said, list any 3 stages of a budget process. Any. It was deliberate. It was intentional. Because we are assuming that maybe you don't know. But there will not be any excuse after we might have finished tomorrow. You're not going to get any excuse again to say you know sabi any stage. If it's now 1.5 or 2 steps, you go sabi something. We know say don't be waiting that you do every day, but we know that that small one you go still grab am. When teacher dey teach for class, sometimes not everything you get. Sometimes I know they said somebody went to school and they scored 5-point CGPA, get everything, A. I now discovered that A is not 100%. If you get 70%, you don't get A. Does it mean you know everything? Even though you don't get everything, but you know sabi everything. So that is, we'll be looking at the overview of the budget cycle. While he tries to rectify the challenge we are having, the budget, you know when they say something is a cycle, then what comes to your mind? You say, just like this, you say, like this, I mean, they go round. When we had the first presentation, the facilitator told us something. Okay, thank you. He told us something that he said budget is a continuum. That is, you know the end. As one stage they finish, another one they begin. You understand? So as you know, you said the budget year for Nigeria starts, it's 1 year normally. Every budget is 1 year. It starts from January, it runs through to 31st of December. As that one they finish, we don't enter another one. You remember they said something? When Mr. Chidi was talking, when he was actually encouraging you, he said something that the 2025 budget process will begin next month. We have not entered 2025, but the process will begin next month. Okay, so it means that the things they continue. You don't get time when you go stop. That's when they mentioned that they released 11.5 billion for dry season and farming. It was in 2023 supplementary budget submitted by the president. I think that was in September or so. That was when that something was released. And normally, if you understand how budget works, before they do such adjustment, you know there's likelihood that they have interest in that thing, and there are chances that money will be released for that particular purpose. Don't ask me what they did with it. Even myself, I don't know. So, looking at the budget cycle, we're looking at an overview. I said a budget cycle is the series of steps that a government follows to prepare, approve, and implement its annual budget. That is a series of steps. That's the budget cycle. You begin to prepare the budget. First of all, there's no budget for 2025. But now, when this process starts next month, you begin to take steps to prepare, to package the budget. Then maybe sometime in October, it will now the governor will now present it to the House of Assembly, and then they will look at it, ask questions, and then they will approve it. When they approve it, it will take effect from the 1st of January the other year. So now in that cycle, you may see different things anywhere, but there are 4 key stages. 4 key stages in that budget cycle. The first one begins with the formulation, or we call it the preparation stage. That is what we are saying that from next month now, we'll start talking about the preparation stage for the 2025 budget. Then, we now see the approval stage. The approval, now, someone was asking, someone's expectation was, who do we meet during the budget preparation? It's as if we engage the wrong people. Yes. Now, the people that package the budget is the executive. The executive are the ones that, what we say executive, we meet this ministry, Ministry of Agriculture, this one, Ministry of Health, and then those people, they are part of the executive arm of government. They are the ones that prepare the budget. Then, so, the formulation stage is the first stage. Then after everything the package, they've done everything they've done, they will now go to the next stage, which is called the approval stage. Now, this approval stage starts with the governor taking the budget to, that is the draft budget. Before they pass that budget into law, it is called a draft budget. It is still a proposal. That is, they are proposing. Just be like, sorry, permit me to use this example. When a man proposes to a woman saying, "Hi, I love you, I want to marry you," he don't talk to the wife. If he never marry him, he never marry him. Until he marry him, then we come to wife. So before that, only proposal. Then you want me to Papa say, I don't like this man's face. I don't like his teeth. Okay, this one a fine guy, I will give him my daughter. Then he now approach why I take carry go. Otherwise, it will be a situation of the academic movie, I don't know. So, now at the approval stage, the governor will take let's look at the first stage first of all. The formulation, the approval, the implementation is when you begin to carry out those things that are in the budget. You begin to execute them. That is the implementation. And then oversight and audit. Oversight is just like you give somebody responsibility. Make a what as you take do that thing what I say make you do. Did you follow the procedure? That is where this last discussion when we talked about the legal and policy frameworks. That is this now. Based on those, they will now look at let us see how you implemented this. Let us see whether you follow the right steps. At the end of that year, the Auditor General, the Accountant General will present his financial statement to the Auditor General, and he will now audit the accounts and prepare the Auditor General's report. And the Auditor General, his report is now a working document for the Public Accounts Committee in the House of Assembly. You can see that it's not the one person that does it. So now, typically a budget has 1 year lifespan. Typically, every budget is meant for 1 year. For there to be a budget, it must be for a period. It's just like at the end of the month, I will take money and say, okay, I want to give my wife money who will take the job for the month. That money will give her for how long? For 1 month. So it must be for a particular period for it to be called a budget. Okay? Now, the stages are linked and they follow a particular order. These stages, that is, you cannot from formulation and go to implementation before you now go back to approval. You must follow from formulation to approval, then implementation, and then audit and oversight. So now, this is the cycle. Look at how it flows. At the first stage, where the road one there is the budget. When they say conception, you know, sometimes you have the picture of what you want in your mind. I want to go to Maitama. I'm already thinking of how I will take Wakago, how I will take reach that Maitama. So that is the conception. I've started thinking of the route I'm going to take. Just like the budget, you're already thinking of what you want to do to meet a particular objective. And then you now start preparing and packaging. That's what formulation stage. Now the second stage, you can see the arrow. We now go to the second stage. After you must have packaged the budget, the MDs have packaged the budget. They put everything, they present to the governor. The governor now takes that draft budget and takes it to the House of Assembly. through the budget and for your approval. And at this stage, they will ask questions. Anything that is not clear to them, they will ask. They will invite MDAs, this ministry, to come and defend their budgets. And you know, in the House of Assembly, they have small committees. Maybe the Committee on Health now will invite the Ministry of Health to come and defend the health budget. The Committee on Agriculture will invite all agri-MDs to come and defend their agri-budget. So after that is done, and once it has been passed, once they are satisfied with everything, they now pass the budget. When they pass the budget, it has not become a law. When they pass the budget, they now hand it over to the governor. Oh yeah, we are okay with the budget. Then the governor now signs. That's what he has given his assent. Oh yeah, say carry go. Right? So at that stage, once he signs, the budget has become a law. That is when you can now start implementation. That is why you see that most times, you see that month of December, most times that last week or the week before the last week, you start seeing Jigawa has passed their budget, Kano has passed their budget, this one has passed their budget. Most times it's around December. They do it in preparation for the new year for which the budget is supposed to serve. Is it okay? Okay. Then, from there, now go to the audit stage and the oversight. You understand? So, now looking at this, there are timelines for these things. We may not have the time to. There's no, there was a time, for instance, let me give an example. FCT budget. FCT, I don't mean federal budget. There's a challenge with the FCT budget. They say it doesn't come out when it should come out, right? Sometimes the FCT budget I'm not sure the FCT budget for 2024 has come out yet. They just accepted. Which month? Recently? Last month. Okay, well, that is for 2024 budget, FCT. And the year has started in January. What I'm trying to say is that sometimes there are some flaws, there are some things if people are already advocating, I think this one they even did it on time. There's a year they did September. So they don't try it. In November, 1 month to finish, they now pass it. Yeah. So they are now improving. Ibadu, but at all 9 bad pass. They don't move from September now, they don't move from November to September to April. Who knows? From April now it may be February. Oh, May. Okay.